Break it down like this. All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to the show tonight. About to get down. We're about to get down. Super duper track. Coming from New Diamond. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. Here we go, folks.
They said they will retry the detective who killed Breonna Taylor. It ended in a mistrial. I will explain this. Put up the picture of the late Breonna Taylor. Remember this? This happened in Kentucky. Federal prosecutors told a judge Wednesday they will retry the former Louisville police detective Brett Hankinson after a jury last month. They were deadlocked on 2 counts of the civil rights violations and.
Okay, just giving you some Breonna Taylor updates. They are going to retry the officers who sprayed an apartment with bullets. I did drop the link just in case somebody wants to come up. I'd like to welcome in the house Indiana mom, Mistress Newbie. Why is seeking knowledge? Ellen Ripley, along with Sugar Love. Who else is up in here? And everybody up in the clouds. Remember to like and subscribe on the way in. Let's keep this going. Here we go.
Use of excessive force stemming from his actions the night of that raid that led to her death. On November 16th, a jury deliberated for about 20 hours, over 4 days. They heard evidence, 7 days of testimony. U.S. District Court Judge Rebecca Jennings declared a mistrial when the jury said they had, quote, concluded deliberating and could not find a unanimous ruling among them. Put his picture up. Now, the jurors said that they were deadlocked on both charges. Now, this is Wednesday. A prosecutor told Judge Jennings they want to retry Hankinson sooner rather than later. His attorneys said he may choose to add to his defense team or replace them altogether. One of his attorneys, Wes Matthews, is retiring. This was going to be my last rodeo, he said. A status hearing will be scheduled January 24th to decide whether Hankinson will change attorneys, among other issues. The judge set a tentative trial date for October. Quote, I think it needs to get retried as soon as possible. She said Grady Jennings had wanted to schedule the trial for July, but the attorneys had conflicts. Immediately after the November trial ended, attorney Lanita Baker, who represents Breonna Taylor's family, said to reporters that prosecutors told the family they were planning to retry the cop, all right, Hankinson. Quote, the family is disappointed, she told reporters. This is not the outcome they wanted, but we are here for the long game. We live for another day to fight for justice for Breonna. The charges stem from a botched raid, March 13th, 2020, of Taylor's home. This was in the middle of the night, in which police officers decided to bust down a door, serve a search warrant related to a drug dealer who lived 10 miles away. When this happened, her boyfriend was at the house, assumed somebody was trying to rob them, kill them, harm them. So he did what anyone would do to protect his significant other.
Yeah, that was messy all the way around. I mean, man, the last person who should have lost their lives. That was crazy. But I want to go into something else. Let's go into, listen to how Megan Thee Stallion has to explain and make it clear to everybody that it was indeed, dude who shot her. Listen.
Killing. Okay.
That's Megan. She's cute.
I'm getting ready to go work out. I'm getting ready to go work out, and I've really been trying to figure out like the approach in my life to take with anything these days, because I feel like it doesn't matter about getting online and trying to prove yourself to people who probably don't like you anyway or don't want to believe you anyway. My hair looks crazy because I had a shoot yesterday. But I feel like I'm tired of having to explain to motherfuckers anything about my life when y'all don't want to hear it anyway. Like, I can get on here and be like, I ain't fuck that nigga, I don't know that nigga, I ain't do that. And y'all gonna be like, liar. She's a liar. Yes, you did. You did it because whoop-de-whoop said you did. And blah, blah, blah.
Yep. See, yep.
I feel like it'll be pointless for me to get online and be like, that didn't happen. That's not what it is. Because y'all don't want to believe me no way. Now, what I will say is, because I want to stick to my points because I really got to go. But there was a point in my life. Where I was so low and I was so sad and I was drinking like a motherfucker. I was turning up. I was doing whatever the fuck I wanted to do. I was definitely outside. That was my business. I was outside before I had a relationship. When I got in my relationship after I got shot and everything, like, I think I was still going off adrenaline. I wasn't grieving my parents. I wasn't doing... I had never really reacted to all the bad shit that had happened to me. So when I got in my relationship and I finally just sat down with one person, like, I felt like, okay, now I could just be as depressed as I want to be. I want to be sad. I want to cry. I want to fucking tell you everything. I want to tell you my whole life story. And that was my friends at the time too. Everybody around me at that time saw how hard I was going. They saw how sad I was. They saw how much I drank. Nobody in my life at that time was like, Megan, let's not go out tonight. Megan, let's not turn up tonight. Megan, you don't got to do that. Everybody was down with the motherfucking shenanigans. I'll be crying before I walk in a party and bitches will be like, come on, bitch, let's go. You know, I'm crying with my nigga. Why you always crying? You know what I'm saying? Like, people saw me be low as fuck. Once I went and got help, once I got therapy, once I fucking decided I need to love myself. I need to value myself because I don't love myself. I'm not valuing myself. I'm fucking up. I'm crashing out. Once I start realizing you're crashing, bitch, you need to get your shit together because you're crashing. And I cleaned out the house. Everybody from my past was shook. Like, they was like, I can't believe this bitch not talking to me. What the fuck?
Wow, this is she's going through what she's at least explaining, and what I'm getting is that she's trying to go, I'm going to say trying to go through a transformation in a positive way, and I like it. Welcome Feisty Black Tina in the house. Ellen Ripley, Mr. Snoopy, Legs for Life. We got everybody up in here. Indiana Mom, Why Seeking Knowledge. By the way, the link is dropped. We're going to start an early panel if needed. And the way this woman is talking, we need to really to get opinions on what's going down here, because I think she's onto something. Welcome, Sugar Love.
How am I blocked? Why is this? Why is that? Bitch, you fake as fuck. You don't want to fuck with me. Da, 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 da. I was down with you. I don't have any problem with anybody from my past. I don't have anything negative to say about anybody from my past. I don't want to talk bad about those people. Everybody is in your life for a reason or a season. You go your way, I go my way. I don't have nothing bad to say about y'all. I don't have nothing bad to say about anybody that I used to deal with. I don't have nothing bad to say about nobody I used to be friends with. Thank you so much for the purpose that you serve. Thank you for helping me realize I needed to grow. I'm never going to trash talk nobody that I used to be cool with. Like, I don't have nothing bad to say about y'all. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why me trying to better myself and be a new person is bothering people so bad. Like, I don't know what that means. And I don't want to keep this long because I know people are going to chop this up the way they want to chop it up and twist my words and make me something else.
No, we want to hear the real. We're going to keep it real over here. Keep it going, Megan.
But I just feel like I'm Megan Thee Stallion, and I just want to be Megan Thee Stallion. I just want to drop my music. I just want to talk to the hotties. I just want to shake my ass. I want to have as much fun with this shit as I used to. But it seems like every time I take a step forward to heal and do something different, motherfuckers be like, no, come back. Get your ass back to this negativity. Come back this way. You're not supposed to be smiling right now. You're not supposed to still be getting deals. You're not supposed to be in movies. You're not supposed to be recording an album. You're supposed to be sad where you was with me 2-3 years ago. When I got in a relationship, all that shit was deleted. I was sat the fuck down. I was sad. I was seated. I was very much happy where I was at. If this man is saying, I didn't cheat on her, I didn't do that, well, why the fuck is you responding to me? Do you know how many niggas y'all claim I done fucked with? Why are you answering? Why are you trying to make that shoe fit? Was it you getting your dick sucked in the same spot I was sleeping? If you say it wasn't you, why the hell is you dissing me? Like, what the fuck is going on? Why are you talking to me? If you said I wasn't talking to you, I wasn't talking to you. Like, you just wanted to fucking find a reason to bash me. It seems very strategic. Like, it feels like they getting on Megan ass. All right, let me go get on her ass too. Like, if I'm not talking about you, why the hell are you talking about me? Like,
Bars. Big love. Are you there?
Hey, how you doing? Hello, everybody.
Good. So, as far as the clip so far, it sounds like she's on her way to healing. I don't know if she knows that she's just getting started, but it seems like this is something that a lot of women should look into doing. I mean, you can't really wait on the men because, well, we see where that's going right now, but hopefully the men will join in. But I think she's on to something. What do you think?
I hope so, because grief is a different beast. Like when you lose both of your parents, and remember, she lost her mom as soon as she signed the deal, right? So of course you're going to spiral out of control because you want to share it with your parents and let them know, hey, I'm great, you did good, you did a good job. But instead of that, she has to now bury her mom. So I don't know if she's half siblings or aunts and uncles, but from the way that sounds, she had nobody in her corner for her. And the people in her corner, of course, she's Megan Thee Stallion. Like nobody even considered that, because that's for some people it take them forever. I don't know how close her and her mom was, but they said they were really close. She lost her mom, grandma, and dad. Yeah, wow. Grief is a different monster. That's a different beast that it's like really hard to do, because every time you do something, the people who you love, you don't have to share it with them. Mm-hmm. Right, all her accolades and stuff that she's making, even when she's falling, she doesn't have that. And she never said that, well, hey, she didn't mention no other family. So she's really stuck out there. I think somebody made a comment that's really true. Like she got really, really pushed in the corner. And nobody was there for her. And they was watching her spiral. And even to have a man in her life, for her to be crying to him, and you could tell he don't have a heart.
Yeah. I wonder if he's still around, because if he is, he doesn't need to be if he's not helping her. I mean, the point, see, the thing is this is the funny thing I find in a lot of the conversations I see on men in the manosphere is they feel women are there for them, and that's it. That's where it ends. If they want to show empathy or kindness to the woman, that's an option they have. That's not something they feel like they are supposed to be a part of. And really, quite honestly, the bottom line is that anybody should ask, well, how is this person improving my life? And for her, it sounds like she got the wrong person in her life. I don't know if it's right now or if the guy's good right now, because it's not clear to me yet. But if they're not helping you to go down the right roads and help you with your pain, they don't need to be around.
Yeah, but if with that man, of course, I don't know if she makes more than him or whatever, but for him, that her tumbling down benefits him because now if she was for to lose like deals, lose people, friends in the industry, and spiral down, then now she would need him. So with her getting herself together, now he's in his mind, he's losing that tight rope, like she's back. So now she's gonna be independent. She don't need him no more. I don't know if she did all these things. I'm just saying why all of a sudden she stopped, doing a lot of stuff, and then now, and then how he getting his blank, his eggplant done while she in the bed sleep.
What?
That what she said.
Oh, he was getting sucked off by somebody else?
And while she in the bed sleep. Maybe gotta rewind it just a little bit.
Yeah, let me go back because man, holy moly. God. And it's funny because I think a lot of young ladies would envy, Meg Thee Stallion's life, right? But then when you hear something like this, you're like, maybe I'll be okay as a lawyer. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll be okay as a businesswoman and not into this weird game of the entertainment business.
Shot and everything. Like, I think I was still going off adrenaline. I wasn't grieving my parents. I wasn't doing. I had never really reacted to all the bad shit that had happened to me. So when I got in my relationship and I finally just sat down with one person, like, I felt like, okay, now I could just be as depressed as I want to be. I want to be sad. I want to cry. I want to fucking tell you everything. I want to tell you my whole life story. And that was my friends at the time too. Everybody around me at that time saw how hard I was going. They saw how sad I was. They saw how much I drank. Nobody in my life at that time was like, Megan, let's not go out tonight. Megan, let's not turn up tonight. Megan, you don't gotta do that. Everybody was down with the motherfucking shenanigans. I'll be crying before I walk in the party and bitches will be like, come on, bitch, let's go. I'm crying with my nigga. Why you always crying? You know what I'm saying? Like, people saw me be low as fuck. Once I went and got help, once I got therapy, once I fucking decided I need to love myself. I need to value myself because I don't love myself. I'm not valuing myself. I'm fucking up. I'm crashing out. Once I start realizing you're crashing, bitch, you need to get your shit together because you're crashing. And I cleaned out the house. Everybody from my past was shook. Like, they was like, I can't believe this bitch not talking to me. What the fuck? How am I blocked? Why is this? Why is that? Bitch, you fake as fuck. You don't want to fuck with me. Da 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 da. I was down with you. I don't have any problem with anybody from my past. I don't have anything negative to say about anybody from my past. I don't want to talk bad about those people. Everybody is in your life for a reason or a season. You go your way, I go my way. I don't have nothing bad to say about y'all. I don't have nothing bad to say about anybody that I used to deal with. I don't have nothing bad to say about nobody I used to be friends with. Thank you so much for the purpose that you serve. Thank you for helping me realize I needed to grow. I'm never gonna trash talk nobody that I used to be cool with.
But
Like-
evil always wants to pull you in. Let me find out where she was talking about. Do you think it was earlier or later than that?
Let it go.
Oh, okay. Okay, here.
I don't have nothing bad to say about y'all. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why me trying to better myself and be a new person is bothering people so bad. Like, I don't know what that means. And I don't want to keep this long because I know people are gonna chop this up the way they want to chop it up and twist my words and make me something else.
Well, let me pause it real quick to read some messages. Feisty says this. Feisty Black Tina says she lost her mom, grandma, and dad. That's a whole lot. And then Indiana mom said, I lost my dad 2004, mom 2009, and granddad at 2020. I know she feels like an orphan. I was lucky to have Tree and kids, and friends to walk through life with. That I hear that. I'm glad they're taking good care of you. Meg, Fights of Black Tina. Meg has no family support system. She's on her own. She's an only child. Wow. Okay. So this is where the importance of family comes in, and unfortunately she hasn't. She walked around with the wrong. I would say, let's say the wrong, crowd. Let's put it that way. Here we go. And then Indiana mom's response to Sugar Love, thank you. It was difficult at times, but therapy helped a lot. And the support of Trees and Kids and my bestie made all the difference in the world. And I'm a lucky gal. Life is awesome. And that's the cool thing when you have the right support system in place.
But I just feel like I'm Megan Thee Stallion, and I just want to be Megan Thee Stallion. I just want to drop my music. I just want to talk to the hotties. I just want to shake my ass. I want to have as much fun with this shit as I used to. But it seems like every time I take a step forward to heal and do something different, motherfuckers be like, no, come back. Get your ass back to this negativity. Come back this way. You're not supposed to be smiling right now. You're not supposed to still be getting deals. You're not supposed to be in movies. You're not supposed to be recording albums. You're supposed to be sad where you was with me 2-3 years ago. When I got in a relationship, all that shit was deleted. I was sat the fuck down. I was sat, I was seated. I was very much happy where I was at. If this man is saying, I didn't cheat on her, I didn't do that. Well, why the fuck is you responding to me? Do you know how many niggas y'all claim I done fucked with? Why are you answering? Why are you trying to make that shoe fit? Was it you getting your dick sucked?
Here we go. Our hit dog is hollering. That's what it sounds like she's telling us. Here we go.
I didn't cheat on her. I didn't do that. Well, why the fuck is you responding to me? Do you know how many niggas y'all claim I done fucked with? Why are you answering? Why are you trying to make that shoe fit? Was it you getting your dick sucked in the same spot I was sleeping? If you say it wasn't you, why the hell is you dissing me? Like, what the fuck is going on? Why?
Damn. So you were right, Sugar Love. She did say that.
Mhm.
Man. I mean, that is the ultimate disrespect. That if he's literally in bed with another woman while she's sleeping in the same bed, is that what she's saying?
She said in the same spot. So either she was there or it was her bed, or either who, she was getting whacked off.
I mean, that's the sad thing. I mean, the thing is that shows you how dysfunctional men in general are. I mean, she's not exactly hard to look at. She's a gorgeous young lady, right? And her boyfriend is so demented to the point where he still wants to cheat on her.
And then the fact that he come on live trying to disrespect her, knowing that she's in her healing process. And when you're in a healing process, especially when you're playing with this thing called love, all that progress she made, this could send her right back.
Yeah, that's just
because it's another loss to her.
Mm-hmm.
So in her mind, she keep losing. So she's not going to see her wins. So hopefully, she'll see her wins and don't want to sip, another drink or anything like that. And I think that's probably what he was trying to do.
Yeah. Icy Black Tina says her ex is an opportunist. He's trying to get into the music business. He meant her no good. That's just messed up. Well, I mean, let me find out who her ex is. Give me 1 second to do some digging here. I have no idea.
And why are you doing that?
Pardison Fontaine. Okay.
I've seen him. I've never seen him and heard of him. I've seen him since this, and this is what he's trying to do. Because again, he knows she doesn't have any family, and like she ain't got nobody that got her world back. then that's another thing when they come on in there and try to destroy you even more.
Let me bring up let me see if I can find something short. Okay, here he is.
Party responds to Megan Thee Stallion after she spoke about his recent interview.
Let me pause that right there. I want to find out, what did I want to find out? Oh, I want to find out his,
Did you see the one where I believe was his Offset went and found a Cardi B lookalike?
yeah, that's what I heard.
Oh my
I
god!
heard about that. We'll dig into that too.
When you get to that, just in case, but just let you know, I was like, is that? I'm like, my goodness, these men, boy.
Okay, so apparently Pardison Fontaine is worth $5 million. That doesn't mean a whole lot because they're now, I mean, to me, money is weird. Like, for example, they were saying one day they were saying Diddy was a billionaire, and the next day they're saying he just filed for bankruptcy. So it's hard to tell if it's hard money or if it's not. But apparently he's worth that much. And let's see what he's saying now. So he's literally with what you could safely call one of the queens of hip hop, right? Let's see what let's see what he says about her briefly.
Happy holidays.
With his man bonnet on.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
By the way, this is by 9mag TV. Oh, by the way, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Need to keep them, keep them likes up. Here we go.
Hey y'all. Yo, relax. Get Sage out of here, man.
I already don't like his energy. I can say that right now. It just seems to have that criminal energy, but I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying he's giving that hyper ADHD vibe to me.
No, this is really like just for people that don't know how
Shout out to Eat, Pray Yoga in the house. Let's keep it going.
interviews work.
Spicy Black Tina in the house.
I don't think everybody knows how they work. And I really don't think people even take the time to watch them in their entirety. You especially when you're on a promo run for an EP or a mixtape, you go and you do interviews and they ask you questions, They ask you questions about your mixtape, where you from, your background. They ask you all types of questions. For instance, I just left the interview.
Would you? Damn, I wish he would stop drinking and start talking. Damn.
Okay.
Where they asked me a question, I had no idea about what happened. I didn't even know what happened, but they asked me this. Good interview otherwise. And they told me somebody went live and had something to say about me. So I don't want people to think like this is some tour or something like that. I got music that's out. I got music to promote. It took me a long time to mentally, emotionally be able to get to a point where I wanted to release music. It's taken me.
Notice how he's just talking about himself. If this is his response, see, he's doing more promotion to me than he is talking about the event. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe that's what he was supposed to talk about.
Forever to just be able to talk. I haven't gone live in how long? Like I've been going live in how long? Years, you know what I'm saying? Very rarely. So I wanted to inform you about how these things work. You know what I'm saying? How interviews work. And they chop up, they like to chop up out of interviews the things that they think y'all gonna click on, the things that they think that y'all gonna react to, you know? And that's part of journalism. That's how it goes. Unfortunately, the things that they ask me about are things that I never intended to ever talk about. You know what I'm saying? I never intended to speak on none of these things, but I'm somewhat of a public figure, I guess, and people want to know. You know what I'm saying? Inquiring minds want to know. And
Shout out to Rock Girl in the house.
in all actuality, these things is never even easy for me to talk about. Like they never.
I mean, he has not said anything yet.
That what he said in his interview. Nothing.
I mean,
He could have said nothing in the interview too. Right now, no comment. It's something nice. They didn't trick you. You sit up there and you speak your own response. They can ask you whatever they want to ask you. You don't have to answer. So he making it seem like it's the interviewer's fault.
right. I mean, what Indiana Mom said right here, it's like he's 5, scatterbrained, vindictive, narcissistic, and sucking on that water bottle like it's a sippy cup full of juicy juice. I swear. Let's keep it going.
Never something I want to speak on. Never something I want to elaborate on. You never once see me speak on my personal life, whether I be happy, sad, indifferent. You know what I'm saying? Just little tidbits. So these are always uncomfortable for me. Anyway, like I said, I go out here to promote my music. Y'all never heard me speak ill about anybody to this point in time. I never intended to. I never did so. But if you watch my interviews in their entirety, I always speak about exactly what happens, exactly how I feel, without even giving too much, because I don't like to dive into too much. But I have no problem taking accountability. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Let's talk about what the definition is. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, find me an interview where I say no. Not once. But I just don't appreciate people throwing rocks and hiding their hand. I was chilling. I was cooling. Nobody asked me nothing. You know, nobody asked nobody nothing, in fact. And throwing rocks and hiding your hand is just, that's not good behavior. You know what I'm saying? It's not good, especially the people that have been good to you.
Okay, in the chat, I want you to explain, if you haven't already, the vibe you're getting from this guy. I mean, this dude, if I saw him in a club and he acted like this, he would. I get an energy that I don't like. Spigalove, if you'd like to respond, feel free to do so, and welcome Ellen to the stage.
Hey, Ellen. Welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, y'all. How you doing?
Hey.
Doing good, doing good.
That man, like he got ants in his pants or something. But
Yeah.
I was. Go ahead. You said you were gonna respond, so go ahead.
I say like he got ants in his pants. The way he keep going back and forth, like he need that preparation H or something.
I'm sorry. He just looked like he's touched, and not in a good way. He looks like something is wrong. So I can't say the R word, so I don't know if I can say that on StreamYard, but
No.
Yeah, let's leave that one out. But you say he seems to have some mental disability. Let's put it that way. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, for sure. Like he is yeah, it's obvious that he has some type of mental illness. And
Yeah.
I don't know why Megan keeps getting these dusty dust bucket guys that probably never had a job, probably got a GED, and probably like still lives at homes with their moms. Like I don't understand what's wrong with her. Why is she like always chasing the underachiever? Like is she just
Yeah.
does she feel like guys on her level will like she can't control them or something? I don't understand.
She's mourning. She's still in grief.
Yeah.
So I don't think that she's
Oh.
thinking straight. Remember, right after she got her she signed the deal, her mom passed. Somebody said she's the only child. She don't have no family. Well, close relatives. And she lost her moms, her dad, her grandma. She signed the deal. So sometimes people be going through some things. So I don't think that her mind is even clear to know that these men are Dusties. Hey, New Diamond. I don't think she know that. I just think that it's the companionship. And when they come to her, they probably figure, hey, you got my shoulder. I got you. You know how men talk. And then they really fake. They wear a mask. But I don't. I that's what I think. I think because of all her grieving and stuff, it never happened to deal with it, because once you sign that contract, she didn't even have time to grieve, because she had to do the songs, video shoot, you got to tour, you got to sing, and all the while she never got that chance to grieve. So I think that's what's bringing her to the wrong people.
And you know what? A lot of people just like they like putting pressure on black. I mean, they don't think that our pain and our grief is not taken seriously because people don't respect our femininity as black women. That's what I've noticed. Like, it's a global thing. Our femininity has been so battered and beaten, and people just, we have this stereotypical thing where, oh well, you're supposed to be this strong black woman, and it's just crazy. It's so cruel. Like we're always used as like the punching bag or the mule, because nobody really respects we're just told that. And I think it's a stereotype. The mammy stereotype. I think that's still embedded in people's skulls to this day.
Let me play a little bit more. Here we go.
Everything I needed to talk about, I talked about on the song. Everything I need to say, I said it on the song. People want to know why. They want to know what happened. And when you paint things in ways that they didn't happen, you got to clear it up. You got to clear it up. But with all that being said, I wish happiness for everybody. I wish healing for everybody. I felt like I was well along my journey. I felt like I was well along in my journey. I had put a lot behind me. I had ate a lot of shit as a male, as a man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just ate it. You know what I'm saying? I felt like this was like not one of those times I was gonna let it slide. Let somebody speak on me and let my story be told by somebody else. This wasn't one of those times I was gonna let it slide.
What the? Is it just me?
I have no clue what he's talking about. I'm sorry. I didn't grow up in whatever neighborhood he grew up in. I didn't grow up in that neighborhood. I just did. I mean,
I thought it was just me. Like I mean, I can hear the words he's saying. It's just not like I thought it was just, I don't know. I thought my brain was not really working, but whatever.
I guess none of our brains are working with him right now.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Is he talking narcanese or something? Narcissist, narcanese. I don't know what it is.
Oh my goodness, he's saying over a troll story. She never even said the man's name.
Dang, Welcome Spice is nice in the house.
Yeah,
I mean,
she didn't say his name. So how did we know that he's the guy? Like he just like randomly.
The hit dog always hollers. The hit dog always hollers. She got him good. He doesn't know it. But she got him good.
And then he come looking for our sympathy as usual, looking for our sympathy instead of being a man and letting it go. Now what we supposed to do now? Go and attack her?
Right.
And that's what a lot of these men be looking for. Just like when Kiki baby daddy. Oh, they know for a fact that this manosphere exists. They know the red pill exists. They know these mammies exist. So they'll just say the slightest thing and get the people to do their dirty work.
True.
Yeah, and you know what? It was a comment. I didn't get the comment because it went past, so it went really fast. But he
What's
do acts effeminate.
Okay, let me see if I can find that one. You remember who said it?
I don't even know. But he does. She says something about him. I've never seen like a man wear 2 earrings or something. Or
Yeah. Yeah.
but he does
mean-
act effeminate.
I think what I've seen is a lot of men either adopting or further progressing in a sexually dysfunctional way where they think it's okay to be in a committed relationship, but cheat literally in the same bed that you sleep with your committed relationship person, your partner with. I mean, and for him, if that's what he did do, he should be saying, look, that's my bad. I am so sorry for that, and move on. But you see,
no,
he doesn't want to do that.
Or she ain't talking about me because I never cheated, and nothing right there.
Right.
I mean, even Tracy, and I felt that was bad, and they was getting on her, Tracy Edmonds, and they was getting on her because her and Dion broke up, and the first thing she did was still protect that man. She threw him under the bus, but she still protected him because people were saying that he cheated. She let it be known, not because he cheated, but she also made it clear that, it's time for her now. Like 12 years, I forgot how long she been with him, but all the years she been with him, it's always been about Dion. It's never been about her. Each time, he settled and he moved someplace else. He said it looks good to the fans, but not for her as a woman. She got to keep packing up and going, and then he's not going to stop until one of his sons become him.
But
Right.
I thought that he dumped her for a younger girl, like a younger woman.
That's what they were saying. But then, she made sure she came back and let me make this clear. And then, she said it's time for her now because, this man, he done got back his celebrity status. Remember, he had everybody there at the games. And remember, she's never lived with him. She always lived like an airplane ride away. But again, as a woman, she made sure she came and cleared his name, but also let it be known that, she was not getting respected and her feelings and her needs were not being met, in other words. But she still cleared, she still cared about that man so much when they kept saying that she cheated, she made sure she cleared his name.
Yeah, this is just crazy to me because I see a pattern going on, especially in the music industry. But even when you look at Shirley Strawberry, she took a guy from the gutter instead of him appreciating the opportunity to be with an upscale woman, because she's still an upscale woman, okay, and being loyal to her and shit. You see what he does. And to me, I get the same vibe. You get the same vibe from the
Mary
situation Kiki was in,
Mary,
and here's Megan.
Mary J.
What's going on?
Mary J. and also Halle Berry.
Yeah,
I mean, that goes back to Tina Turner.
and it's funny because if these women criticize these guys before, before they were exposed, before these men were exposed, you say, "Oh, why are you gonna get so mad at the bus driver?" And then right afterwards, they're like, "Why'd you pick that dude? You should have chose better."
Exactly.
It's almost like they have a locked-in response for either situation that happens.
And
Shout
then
out to New Diamond in the house. New Diamond in the house.
And the minute you say, yeah, I'm gonna choose better, we don't want to deal with y'all anymore, then they got something else to say. You
Yeah.
know, just like I seen the interview. I'm sorry if I'm changing the subject, but it all goes together. What was that? I know they changed their ways, quote unquote. How to initiate it. You ever watched them?
What's the name of the song? I mean, the movie? I mean,
Not
people?
on YouTube. Holly initiated.
Oh, no, I haven't seen them.
I think one of their names is Ryan. I don't know what the other one name is, but it's the two guys. And first they was with the Manosphere, then they changed over. So now they talking about marriages and stuff. But then he did an interview with the young lady, and he keeps saying what he looking for. And I'm like, that's a form of abuse. And a lot of women don't understand that. That's a form of narcissism and abuse. When a man, he doesn't want to commit, but he want to keep playing. So they keep playing with these women, saying, "Oh, what I'm still looking for, one. What I'm still looking, like, get a relationship." That's their way of playing with women. I think that's disgusting, and I think that's very narcissistic. And I think they keep saying that so they can keep making these women outdo the next one. Because whatever she did, what? I mean, how much cooking? Like, what are you looking for? You've been saying for years now. Like, what are you looking for? They don't exist. And then Ryan said up there that he changed his tune. Well, yeah, I want younger women, because basically saying he can mold them.
Right. He will basically control them. Yeah. Let me play a little bit more of this Megan to mix in what the other guy was saying. Here we go.
You're talking to me. If you said I wasn't talking to you, I wasn't talking to you. Like, you just wanted to fucking find a reason to bash me. It seems very strategic. Like, it feels like they get on Megan ass. All right, let me go get on her ass too. Like, if I'm not talking about you, why the hell are you talking about me? Like, what's happening? And should I not defend myself? Like, should I not come on here and say, what? Like, I don't have anything bad to say about my ex. I genuinely don't. Like, if I'm not talking about you, why are you talking about me? You say I didn't cheat. So why you thought that bar was for you? Why are you making the shoe fit, Cinderella? Like, you squeezing your foot in there, friend. If it wasn't you, why the hell is you talking to me? That doesn't make sense.
Yep, hit dog hollers. She got him good. She doesn't she may not even realize it, but he took the bait, and he ran with it.
And I don't feel like I should have to explain myself, but I'm not that big of a person yet. God ain't finished with me. He's still working.
Notice how we can follow her, right? But we can't follow him. We know what she's saying, and I'm saying, and I'm a dude. I know how to follow people if they're saying something and it's well, let's call it comprehending. He's got an issue. At least she can communicate well. That's one thing I see right now. So he probably had an intelligence problem with her, that she seemed smarter than he did, and that probably pissed him off right off the bat.
And then one more thing before I go. I'm trying to move on from being shot the best I can. I still wake up in the middle of the night crying. People, especially people that I used to be cool with, they know how bad social media affect me. Everybody in my life knew how bad social media would make me cry. Like, I would get online and see people say some terrible shit, and I'd be like, oh my God, everybody hates me, it's over. So the people who attack me that I used to be cool with, they know exactly where to hit me, where it hurt, because they think that I'm still on that type time, like social media gonna hurt my feelings. Motherfuckers is getting denied every time they try to set a motion for a new trial. So they trying to pull shit out the air like, okay, let's do this now. I'm not about to keep going with y'all. Y'all defending somebody who didn't even take the stand and defend themselves. Y'all going back and forth about facts. Y'all could go read real shit. Like, y'all literally believe anything if it's bold and in all caps. Like, go read something.
I kind of made a post about this where I'm just shocked and amazed how easily people will even listen to, and even more amazing, sometimes even believe people with dudes or women with criminal records. Now, a criminal record is one thing, but I should say an unhealed entity with a criminal record who is running from the law or ran from the law, stuff like that, or has committed crime is up. Why do we take, for example, let's look at Kevin Samuels once again. He does not have the best past. Why are these men listening to him? There are better options of men. I'm not saying go listen to women, but I'm going to say, there are better choices than men to get advice from. And the same thing is going on with what she's trying to explain is like, why are you guys listening to men or women that have already proven to have low morals? I guess that's I'm sorry, go ahead.
You know what? It's just that, and this is just a fact. In the Black community, we are male orientated. We're Black male worshipers. I don't care what anybody says. Well, not all of us, but the vast majority of us are. And people just like they take these dusty criminals. They don't take Black women seriously. Like, they don't want to believe Black women. They rather believe or they have too much trust because they're Black male identified. So if we say something that is against a Black man, then the whole community is going to be in an uproar, even though they're in the wrong, because we're seen as like worthless. We're seen as the ones that's like, we're just seen as everything that's bad in the community because we're always blamed for it is the Black woman. So of course, if you say anything about, he could just like deleted an entire family. And then if you say something like, oh my God, well, he's a terrible person, he shouldn't have done that. Well, you don't know the circumstances, or you don't know. So, in our community, we're trained to do that because the Black man is always the victim. They're just taught to be victims. Like, this thing with Shahrazad Ali, like when Prince Ella was, she was, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Now I'm agreeing with your sister. Preach.
Yeah, when the Prince Ella, she had this lady, Shahrazad Ali, and I also did a video about her, but she just blamed all of the situation on why the Black community is in its state and why it's so dysfunctional. She blamed it on Black women, and she was nothing more than a pawn, as she was just used as a recruit for these Black women hating organization called the NOI, or the Nation of Islam. They were a Black woman. They had a lot of resentment for Black women. They were ex-cons. A lot of them were in prison for deleting and raping women, and they were misogynists. They were a group of misogynists, and I truly believe at this point that the Nation of Islam is probably going undercover as the Manosphere, because they're or the Red Pill Manosphere, whatever it is, the loser organization. They just they're so anti-Black women. It's not even the whole community is anti-Black women. We're supposed to be made of steel, and that's why you see there is so much effeminization of the Black male, because he is made to just deflect and not take on responsibility. And this is a feminization process that's going on, and he's becoming very, very delusional, and it's just so much dysfunction. They're so coddled in the community. It's disgusting. And everybody is looking at Black women as fools. Every race of people are looking at Black women. It's like, why do you keep giving birth to these guys? Why don't you do selective breeding? So this won't happen. Why are you allowing it? Why are you silently letting this happen? Because know what it looks like to other communities, and they're not saying anything. It looks like Black women are silent contributors of Black male degeneracy, because we're walking around like nothing's going on. Like the stuff that they do is normal. We're in silence about it, and we're protecting them. You see Black women going around trying to be the man, trying to be all masculine, trying to be the protector of the community. because we're not making the men be responsible for their actions and man up.
Well, Ellen, you can't make, the problem is you can't make men. We're really any adult, but mostly you can't make men, especially men with the type of psychological makeup, do anything. I mean, if that was the case, if it was easier to do, see, the thing is men can only fix men, really, believe it or not,
Right.
Yeah, I
because
believe
the
you.
source of the problem is men. Okay, the source of the problem is men, so only men can fix men. Women have tried, and some have succeeded trying to fix men, but it's not really a woman's responsibility. And
I
men
know,
have
but
men have repeatedly said that in the prop. So fine, okay, you ain't gonna fix me. But the problem is that another man doesn't come along and try to fix him, because then we get the men that are like, well, he ain't my problem, but yet they want to be pillars of the community. They want to be seen as pillars of the community, but they ignore the community. And that's what you see going on. I'm not saying that. I think a lot of the women you might be talking about might be like male identified women, but there's a point where you just can't help a dude. You can't make a dude do right. He has to do right on his own, or want to do right. Just like this guy had one of this Paradiso dude. Let me put him on the screen again. This Paradiso dude was one of the most was look at him. He was with one of the most popular, beautiful women in hip hop history, right? He still cheated on her. You can't fix that. There's nothing you can do with that. There's nothing, especially, he should have been helping her get better, but he just was there just for himself.
You know, like,
And see, the excuse they want to use is say something like, oh, well, she's just a hood rat, or she's just some regular black. No, she is one of the queens of hip hop. You cannot deny that. Whether I like her music or not, I have to state who she really is. She's one of the queen of hip hops. Now, I may not like hip hop anymore, but I know that's a big deal. You see what I'm saying? And for a regular dude like him to treat a woman of her status, it just shows you how the mentality of the black male in the black community. They have no respect for black women, no matter how high they are. That's what bothers me. It's like, dude, at least have common sense. At least understand who you're standing next to and who is giving you grace, and you're showing no kind of respect. So, and you think, well, it's just you and her, but no, you are representing, as a black male, you are representing the consensus of other black men in the community. So that's why I get so mad. It's not just how these men treat black women, but it's how they destroy a black male image that needs a lot of work in the first place. The best thing he could have said is like, look, I hope the best for her. Even if he might not agree with what she said, at least go that far. He couldn't even do that. He's on here already trying to roast her. That's what gets me mad.
and it goes to show you, these men don't care. And I tell women, stop telling these men your problems. Stop telling them they don't care. They hear what they want to hear. Even she's still talking about her getting, popped and stuff. Like, the girl need a break. She needs somebody who's really real around. Like, these men don't care.
No.
He's still worrying about himself out of all the trauma she's been through in this short time. In this short time, he don't care. Don't care. A lot of these women think that they tell their lives and they'll tell their stories. These men will have some sympathy or some empathy or something. They don't have nothing for you. Nothing is, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. And we got to stop doing that.
Well, you know what? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, sis.
I'll never forget it. I was 14 years old. Okay. And I was on the BART. I was going downtown Oakland. And there was this guy, this crazy kid got on the, this crazy kid, he got on the bus and he just started attacking this kid that was in the he was dressed in like a school uniform, and this other kid was like, he was a street kid. He started, all of a sudden, he said, "What are you looking at?" The kid couldn't have been no more than like 12 years old, and the other kid was like 16. So the 16-year-old kid was like, "What are you looking at?" And the little boy, he didn't know what to do. He just turned back around. This little boy just attacked him, start beating him, stomping him like his eye was swollen. It was blood dripping down his eye. There was big brawly black men on the bus. They did not do they didn't even intervene. They didn't even move out of their seat. I was frozen because I'm a woman. I'm like, and he ran off the bus before I could react. He ran off the bus. And this black woman, she was with her daughter. She said that this is a darn shame. She cussed out the bus driver, and she said, all of you bees, talking about black women, all of you bees sitting there in your seat not doing anything, and you probably single mothers yourselves, and you're just letting this happen. She didn't say anything to the guys, to these grown big old muscle bound men that didn't do anything. She didn't say anything to them.
Okay, let me go back to the
Something that's gonna take you a minute to sit down and have a good read. Like, go read something that's gonna make you have to do some critical thinking, not a thing that is curated by bots and blogs that hate me. Like, y'all need to sit down and have a good read. Like, imagine somebody saying that they did not commit a crime and not defending themselves to the T. Imagine y'all saying somebody is following the street code, not snitching. Are you snitching or are you not snitching? Because y'all trying to pretend like Kelsey shot me. Kelsey didn't motherfucking shoot me. And I really wonder why her main problem with me was, you won't tell people I didn't shoot you. I was like, Kelsey, I don't want to talk about this on social media at all. But now you won't even get online and defend yourself. So that really just proves my points. Either you took some money or your life is in danger. Like, why won't you get online and say, bitch, because this is what y'all care about. Y'all care about online because the case already won in court. But y'all care about online. Why would y'all motherfuckers not get up there and say, if you say you didn't shoot me, why won't you get on the stand and say I didn't shoot this bitch? You say it online every day. You figure out how to get your niggas to say you didn't do it. You figure out how to get the blogs to say you didn't do it. But the one motherfucker it would have mattered from was you. You should have said, I didn't do it. Kelsey did it. If she did it, why wouldn't you just say she did it? Kelsey, if you did not do it, why won't you just say, I did not do it? I know who shot me. I said who shot me, and that's why the fuck you in jail. Y'all motherfuckers are dragging it online like it's some new evidence. There's no new evidence. Motherfucking witnesses went missing. Why? I wonder why the witnesses went missing. Did y'all pay them? Why y'all showing up now? Why y'all showing up? It's about to be 2024. Y'all still fucking with me. Y'all still fucking with me. Why? Because y'all see me moving on and doing better. Y'all see me trying to heal and trying to grow. But y'all keep trying to bring me back this way when I'm trying to go this way. So I hope that.
and she's not just speaking for herself. She's speaking for a lot of women. A lot.
Mm-hmm.
This is the basic core issue with the whole community. Is it, crabs in a bucket, barrel, whatever you want to call it. And it's amazing to me just to see it coming from somebody who is nobody can say she's not high value. Okay? You just can't say it.
And then it's a shame that people will take her trauma and blame his actions on her trauma. Like, we all go through trauma. We all been through something that has nothing to do with his actions. She, we don't know if she could love herself, but she still have loss and grief. That's a whole different monster. These people, you can't get them back. So people have to live with, they're not coming back. So, and I don't care how good your life is or whatever, everybody handle, but again, she got to go get therapy. Why don't never tell these men go get therapy for their behavior?
Exactly. I mean, the thing is that's the weird thing. We are the black men saying, oh yeah, it's been so hard in the hood and everything, and why doesn't anybody understand this, and black men this and black men that. I understand that. But see, the thing is, but then we don't want to go get help. We don't want to go get emotional help. We're the first ones to say F therapy. I don't need that. I went to therapy.
But why they keep sending us therapy? Like you fixing us for you fix. This is like they talk about the ladies that's 304s and all this other type of thing. I said, okay, so you fixing, you want them women to get fixed for who? For who?
Here's the funny thing. All other races of men have no problem going to therapy. In fact, some of them brag about their therapists.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh yeah, this man right here, he's fire. He got me over my, my depression and this and that, and it goes for the women of the other cultures as well. They have no problem going to get therapy, and they have less problems than we do.
Yeah, and then you talk about us, and I'm not speaking upon the cocaine joint, but at least we ain't got y'all running down the block. What's his name? Oh my God.
Jonathan Major.
That tickled the heck. I'm sorry, I'm still laughing from yesterday. You trying to ditch her. I'm like, you running to get your behind whip. I'm like, where they do that at? You talk about, and where are all the videos that's talking about her? Because you would never see any other man of a race. They don't care how messed up their woman is, because a lot of them was you would never see them throw their women, even though she was messing with a black man. They would never throw her off. They would like, see what you get when you messing with the black man. See what happened. You say a lot of stuff about the black women, but if you look at the actions of these other women, we ain't never do no stuff like that.
But can I ask a quick question? I know I sound crazy, y'all. I'm just going off on a tangent. But I hope that story that I told, it didn't it wasn't over the top, was it? Because
no, I mean, look, Ellen, we know you, and we still love you, so it's okay.
okay, good. I just wanted to say, I truly believe that at this point, either black men, I'm not saying all of them, but the vast majority of black men are either extremely stupid or they're extremely smart. And them being extremely smart is that they're playing the good cop, bad cop thing, because maybe black men believe that, it doesn't matter what race of men rule the world long as men rule the world. And black men don't have what it takes to rule with an iron fist. They don't know how it takes to rule, to create governments or build anything. So they make a deal with the man of non-color and say, I'll just act like I'm worthless. I'm not nothing. I won't fight. Do what you have to do long as men rule the world. My women are a non-factor. My offsprings are a non-factor. My community is useless. So I'm just going to I'm going to play my role as long as I have, access to vagina. That's all that matters, because all I want to do is run through women and bust as many nuts as I possibly can during my short period time on earth. So you go ahead, Mr. Man of non-color, Mr. Asian man, Mr. Latino man, you go ahead and do that. But I'm just going to play the role of being the scapegoat. I'm going to be the goat. And there has to be a balance of power, and I'll play that role. Have anybody ever thought that that's what's going on?
In some ways, yeah.
I get what she's saying. But at the end of the day, you can't play with the devil. You get burnt every time. So you throwing us under the boat, you're gonna still be stuck there with us. They still don't like you.
Yeah, but because the world before there was the patriarchy, there was the matriarchy, and we were the first people on the planet, and just men in general didn't have the smarts. Like black men, they didn't have the mental capacity or wherewithal to take over the world. So when other groups of people, particularly groups of people from Europe, came to rise, they noticed that the male counterpart in the European people, they had a thirst for control. They wanted to dominate, and they probably was like, well, what better way than to use these people to create the patriarchy? Because at the time, black men and black people in general, not black men, mostly black women, owned everything. All of the land mass, the golds, the mineral mines, everything was owned by black people.
Oh, weird.
Okay, I want to go back to a comment in the chat. Elvia Jairo Pues says, hello, everyone. I have a serious question. People talk about black male hasn't built anything in America. What have Latinos built? It depends. Okay, I'm going to break it down like this. That's actually a moderately complicated question. I'll tell you why. As far as literally building, what have Latinos built? Well, I don't know, 2/3 of the houses in my area. So I can say that. That's because it's something I have witnessed. It's just the way it is. I would say, I don't know, 25% of the modern roads. Now, if we go way back in history, black men built everything. We just didn't build it. It wasn't us that could take credit for it.
We built everything. We just didn't build it for ourselves. We came up with a lot of, and we do got the capacity, but I think they let that rulership over a woman, to them, that feels more better because of most of the things that were created and thought of, that was by a black man and by black women too. We do have the mental capacity. I'm not going to take that away from the black man. They are highly intelligent people. We are. At that point, I got to say we are. Now, as far as them using it for their people, they are not.
Right. Elvia Herro comes back and says, we have bought buildings to start businesses, but we have not built anything. Okay. And I feel weird.
And that is building, though, in a sense. It's not building the actual, structure, but you're still starting something. You're still doing something to build something for the infrastructure for your community.
Right. Well, and let me get just a little piece in here, everybody. Let me break it down like this. It sounds weird, me defending the Latino community, but it would be ignorant to say that Latinos literally have not built communities. And I'm telling you, I'm in an area, right? Now let me walk this through slow. There was a lot of dirt in my area for a long time. Okay, let me start there. And then they called in for contractors to build houses, right? And so we have all these contractors here. And I would say it was at least a 60-40, if not a 70-30 ratio of Caucasian to Caucasian, of Latino to Caucasian, not Caucasian to Latino, Latino to Caucasian men who are actually doing the literal building of these houses. So I'm not saying this happens everywhere, and I do get the point that what you might be saying is that it wasn't the Latino men leading the building of these or owning the building of these places, but I will say that they were deeply involved in the modern, at least the modern, and what I mean is from let's say 1990s and up, they were a strong part of who was hired to build the buildings, at the very least in my area here and in California and other places. And I can only assume it goes across the United States.
You have to remember that we are the only people, we've never looked out for one another. A lot of times when people come here, they are set up. They know exactly where to go. They can get loans. We cannot get loans. A lot of foreign people they get more than what we get, more opportunities than what we get because their skin is closer to white. So a lot of even when they get here, they already have a store, especially the Indian people, they already have a store for them. They have businesses they can get. We can't get it. If we want to get certain things. We're turned down for everything, and then they redline everything. And let's not forget, a lot of the Hispanic people, we keep saying Latinos, but we got to be careful when we say that too, because they are still mixed people. There's no such thing as a full-fledged Latino person. They are mixed. They are
Okay,
mixed
got it.
European and something else. So we can't
Okay.
just say Latino people. But don't forget, back in the days, a lot of them, the ones who have more European in them, they changed their last names. So a lot of them got ahead because instead of being like Juan, they was like Peter. They used their American names and they passed. And then they made it so when their families got here, the ones who speak Spanish and use their name, they were set up. So everybody, we was always five steps behind everybody, and still is. Instead of the black man, American black man, looking out for the American black man, they never did that. And even if we tried, we got infiltrated.
Right.
I
And-
have a question for Elvia Hero Pues. What he said that this is not Mexicans' land because before there were Mexicans in the area called Mexico, you had the indigenous people, same in every South American country. I'm sorry, but the Mexican people in California are indigenous. Like I don't understand what he was trying to
Black people
say.
were here first. Remember, we were here first. That's why a lot of us are indigenous also.
Yeah,
Remember-
but there's no proof that black people were here first.
Yes, but let's not forget the first indigenous people that they say. If you look at the old pictures, they were black. Then as they started getting mixed, they started looking Indian. If you look at the first Indian people, they were black. We were here first. They were not brown with straight hair. They
You
look
think
just
so?
like us. The history is there. They didn't look nothing like the people that we call Indians today. They look like us. They were us.
I don't know. I wasn't there, but like according to history,
You can
Mexican people are indigenous.
original Indians, if you can. If you pull the picture up right now, it will show you it's in the Google. He can pull it up right now.
Okay. You mean you mean as far as indigenous?
Elvia Hero Pues, where are you getting this information that Mexicans are not the indigenous people? Like I don't understand where his information's I just wanted to know. Like I'm out of curiosity.
He's gonna pull it up. He's going to pull it up.
Okay.
They
Okay,
are
so-
still Spaniards. They are they are not, they are still mixed people. When he's going
Okay, so
to
wait. Okay, so Sugar Love, what do you want me to look for exactly? I'll type it up right now.
the original indigenous people, they will be us.
Of the United States?
You could put United States, just put the original indigenous people or the
Okay,
original.
I better put North America.
You're going to
because-
see the black us.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
But does it matter who was indigenous, like whether they were black skin or whether they were brown? Does it really matter? Because we're all going through racism.
It does matter, man.
Let's
Because
see. This is what the
it
images
matters
show.
because they have gotten money and properties
Welcome,
that
Sarah.
belong to us. They don't even have to pay taxes, and they got free land that belong to us. Everything matters.
Okay, so this is what pulled up. Those are the images. Let me go to the it says the Clovis people. I don't know why. Luckily, the Clovis people. North Americans' journey is made possible according to archaeologists. First Americans. Let's go here. Okay, we're going down a rabbit hole. I don't see anything.
It's in
I
the
like.
pictures. It's in the pictures that you had.
Okay,
just-
let me go back.
Oh, I get what she's saying. The American Indians were more darker back then.
Right there, the second picture, go up.
But that doesn't mean that they were like
This one right here.
Check it. Let's see if that's it. or you look at that, the one right before it.
This one?
That's black. Yeah, that one. We were black. They were black. And
Hold
look,
on, let me-
the other
They
one right
look mongoloid to me.
No, that's they even could be. You have to remember, Africa, the continent that they call Africa, is right one step away from Asia, and we rule that too. That's why a lot of us, a lot of black people, that you look like you got the little Chinese eyes or whatever, and they call them China doll. That's in our genes.
So that's why some girl,
I'm just
some
happy.
young ladies are
I
being
associate
okay.
with Africa. I'm happy to be from the continent of Africa because that's where all life started from. I don't know anything about like the natives.
Okay, what I'm gonna do, what I got to do is go. Let me go back into because we got a little off.
Yeah,
topic.
but Africa, remember, it's like I said, it's the land that they named Africa. It's not even Africa. That's the white man gave it that name.
Okay, here we go.
This really gives y'all some insight to go and have a good read. Don't read the big bold letters. Don't read them. Read it. Read the article. Read a real article. Read something from a real journalist. The big font with the bold background. The big font, bold background. Don't read that. Like, people can pay for a headline. People can buy bots. I don't give a fuck what you motherfuckers make trend. Bitch, I'm winning. Bitch, I'm happy. Bitch, I'm healthy. Bitch, I can't be too motherfucking evil because God keep blessing me. I'm not doing nothing to y'all. So I would really appreciate if everybody would let me heal in peace, would let me move on, because I'm not talking about y'all. I don't have anything bad to say about none of you people. I would never, if we was ever cool and we fell out, the business safe with me, friend, because y'all can get online and try to talk about my dirt all y'all want to. Y'all don't want to know who's in the same room. Y'all don't want, like, y'all do want to know who's in the same room, but I would never air y'all out. Like, I would never say nothing about nobody because that's our business. Like, I don't got to get on here and make nobody feel bad to make myself feel better. So, with that being said,
Okay, just for a thought, I think I'm gonna start a live stream. Not obviously not tonight, but we'll start a live stream and revisit the whole "Who Built America" scenario. I think everyone built America, but we can go over it specifically. But it'll take much longer for me to take a deep dive into it tonight. Okay, here we go.
please, people, don't make me have to get on here and keep trying to defend myself against silly shit. If you're not gonna read, just don't talk about me.
Unfortunately, Megan, unfortunately, Megan, you're gonna have to defend yourself against stupid shit. It's just welcome to our community.
Why don't she stop like giving the vagina up to Dusty's? Why don't I mean hasn't she learned her lesson? I mean, I'm not trying to judge the girl, but all she dates is Dusty's. Dusty after Dusty. Why can't she get a guy that's like making 6 figures? I'm sure she makes 7 figures a year, well over 7 figures. So you mean to tell me she can't get a suit and tie guy? Somebody that's more able?
I don't think she was mentally ready. I think that because she just made bad decisions. And I think stated she now getting her life together. She has now seek therapy. She's now learning to grieve her parents not being here. So when she know better, she'll do better. But I think she was just at her breaking point, which a lot of people, especially women, we go there and they make bad decisions. She was all intoxicated a lot. She said she was drinking, she was having fun. She was dropping it to escape, her parents not being here. So I think that played a part in it. And, we have to give ourselves grace time and give people grace time to get themselves together after the tragedies that she has experienced, the trauma that she experienced.
Okay, so we have. I'm sorry. Go ahead, New Dumb.
No, I just was going to say, first of all, I want to say this. I don't know why that dude brought that up, but why are we talking about who built what? Why aren't we talking about taking something back? Because it's like a man come up to me and telling me about what he used to have, and his ex-wife took this and took that. Well, what can you give to me now? I don't care about what you used to have or what you did. What do you do now? What do you have now? So whoever built it, it was taken. Harlem was taken, and all this stuff was taken and stolen. Everything that black men and people want to say. So what are you doing to get it back? That's the question I have on that. That I have to put out there on that matter. And secondly, black women have been programmed. I talk a lot about, I'm into music, as you know and as you see, and I talk about lyrics. Lyrics are powerful. Music is one of the tools that's been used to control the minds of people for a very long, long time. And if you go back and you study what I call the mammy songs, you will, for instance, there's a song that Etta James sang called "I'm Gonna Take What He's Got." You ever heard that song?
Wait. Who made it?
Etta James. Etta James.
Yes.
I'm gonna take what he's got. Can you pull those lyrics up, DJ?
Sure can. Hold on one second.
Yeah, she's coming with song.
Hi, Darnell.
I hear an echo.
Is that me? Echoing?
I don't know. It's someone.
I think it's coming.
Is it me?
I'm on mute. Okay,
Okay, so here's Etta James here. I don't know if we can play it without.
No, don't play it. Just pull up the lyrics. Like hit the lyrics on one of the safe sites.
Okay, here we go. Hold on one second. I'm gonna bring this down here so you can see it. And let me make it larger.
Okay, here we go. Look at the first.
The first verse is bad already. He beat me. He cheated on me. He's mean to me. Oh, but he could be me. Damn.
Now, yes, he beat on me. He cheats on me. He's mean to me. Ooh, but he could be so sweet to me. My friends say I should give him up, but oh, I need him. I need him a lot. That's why I'm going to take it. Take what he's got. He disowns me. He's going to sleep. But when we're alone, he tells me I'm his very own. Yeah, he's got what I need, but oh, I need what he's got. That's why I'm going to take it. Take what he's got. Oh, my friends say he's no good. He's not worth the time of day. But he could have be an ice man, trash man, a junk man. What's the last part?
Any kind, I think. Any kind of man.
But nothing can drive me away. Let's stop right there. What you got to think about that part?
Damn.
What you say? I didn't hear what you said. Who was that, Ella?
Yeah, I think this is disgusting. I thought you were talking about take what he got like money. I didn't know this was going to take the
Hold on one second. Hold on. Okay. New. When somebody else talks, go on mute.
Okay.
And then when you want to talk, go off mute.
Okay. Go ahead, Ed.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yep, sure can.
Okay. Yeah, I was just saying that I did not know that I thought she was talking about like money and materialistic things she was going to take from him. Like she was plotting to divorce him. I did not know that she was talking about taking the beating and taking like, I did not know that. I think it's disgusting.
All right,
All right, let's go to
comment, and then Darnell can comment if he has something to comment on, and then we'll go back to New Diamond.
I mean, I don't really have a comment because, and I mean, we can go back and forth with songs where there is songs that women tell it like it is, and then you have some songs that talks about the abuse and they'll take it, like the mammy song. So I really don't have a comment on this song because we can go back and forth with songs and songs lyrics, and we can hit up 1,000 songs that telling these women get away from these men. And you got this happens to be a mammy song, so I'm going to just leave that right there.
All right, I'd like to welcome, before we move forward, Malcolm Wise Seeking Knowledge, Indiana Mom, Alexander Brannon, Elvia Viajero Pues in the house, Sarah Grace in the house, Miss RV is in the house, He Pray Yoga is in the house, Mistress Newbie is in the house, Tevin is in the house. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
But you know what? Now that I think about it, you know, I guess like she attracts what she's singing. She has songs talking about WAP and how to properly bounce on a penis, and all these things are going to do is like attract guys in a lower vibration. So maybe she's attracting, maybe she's manifesting those guys to her, these broke, dusty guys. But she needs to start stop singing about like sex and her vagina. Maybe she should get on a higher level, like sing things that are more positive.
That is actually it's a good angle to take. Darnell, how about you? You got any thoughts?
As far as like that goes, I hate to say this, but the truth is, especially in American culture, sex just sells for whatever reason. I mean, drugs, when it comes, you put men into the equation, drugs. I mean, look at all the rappers that talk about selling drugs or shooting somebody. It just sells, and unfortunately, these people is just trying to make money. That's all it is. It's sad, but it's just really, a money grab operation.
All right. We're gonna switch up. Here we go. This is a reaction. Here we go.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for being with me this afternoon. I've got a couple of issues that we're going to talk about. The first one, I want to harken back to when we began our gang unit. And the purpose of our gang unit, obviously, is...
I'm going to title this part of the live stream segment, basically when beefing goes wrong. Let's just put it that way. Here we go.
Stop these drive-by shootings and kids shooting and killing kids. So the story that I want to start with and I want to introduce you to is Daquan Carey. He's a gang member. And I'll take you back into history to August the 28th, 2022. A group of gang associates and members were in Lake Wales, and they got into an argument over a video game. And there was a shooting, and in the middle of all of this running gun battle as it was, ultimately a victim, Tavell Burgess, shot Cameron Silas and killed him in self-defense. So obviously he was not arrested. I have talked about subsequent to that shooting in Lake Wales, there being an event where they tried to shoot up a house just outside of Lake Wales. Well, let's fast forward. So there were 5 gang members that went after Burgess inside the public supermarkets on 6th Street in Winter Haven on November the 9th at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, guess what? When they went after Burgess, who was in there to beat him up inside the Publix, Burgess armed himself with a knife that he bought. He first tried to hide from them in the Publix in the bathroom, and then he ran from them in the store, and ultimately he bought a knife. They jumped on him in the Publix, and he cut and stabbed and killed another gang associate. So this is the second person that he has killed in apparent self-defense. That case is still under investigation by the Winter Haven Police Department, and they're looking to possibly bring charges against some of the 5 associates for the death of the one gang associate. And Burgess gets away again with his life. Well, here's the next picture of Burgess, because
He needs a new hairstylist, that's for sure. Let me keep it going.
he's not satisfied with that. So he finds out this is Daquan Carey again, because he's not satisfied because now Burgess has killed 2 of his friends. This Silas and this other victim inside of the Publix named Demetrius Alexis. So on November the 22nd of this year, just a few days ago, in Waverly, Florida, Daquan drives by Burgess' residence, sees Burgess outside talking to his girlfriend, and does a drive-by shooting with the intent of killing Burgess in retaliation for Burgess's 2 people that he killed in self-defense as a result of gunfights. It's very complicated.
Any comments?
I'm sorry. He look a mess. Both of them. That guy with that. This is so embarrassing. I thought that it was actually like a skit or something, but this is real. The community has become run by like a bunch of clowns walking through the community.
You know what I like? I like the way, by the way, everyone, please like, and at least like. You don't have to subscribe. I know some of you guys out there might be ghost, watching, but at least like. I like the way this officer is slowly explaining the exact core problem in our community. And it has nothing to do with Black women whatsoever. He is explaining to us what happens all day, every day. All day, every day. He's literally the Polk Sheriff Department, and it's not, he is famous for explaining to us really the way that our problem, why the Manosphere doesn't have how do we solve this crime problem live streams is beyond me, because how can you expect women to trust you if you have chaos in your community? Okay, I'm done.
I wanted to know, I want to know, why do Black women, why do they keep, okay, if you know that you're going to get impregnated, you're not going to strap up, tell the guy to strap up. You're going to have irresponsible casual sex. Why are you, so now you know what I'm talking about. Like, I want DJ Torch's opinion. Do you believe in Sinji's theory of selective breeding and to abort if you do get impregnated by Dusty?
Logic believes in, in selective breeding, because look who we have on look whose picture we have on up here right now. So it's not more whether I believe or not. It's just what selective breeding is has to do with selection overall. The problem is that the men they choose women, they tell women to choose better, but then when the women don't choose them, they get mad and just say, "Hey, what about the bus driver?"
I don't agree with selective breeding. I believe you should not have their babies at all. I believe in the mothers now that are choosing not to have children. Because even if you selected and you have a girl, you still have that man's DNA in you. I believe that we should not have their kids at all. We should not be pregnant, even though if you select, it's still you're carrying a man's baby, regardless of which way you do it. You're still carrying a man's baby. Live your life. You still want to be a baby mama. You still got to take care of that kid, and that kid is still may find herself with somebody else's son. So I believe in not having any kids if you can.
Yeah, and I noticed a lot of people were laughing while the guy was narrating this really a horrific situation, but you can't stop from laughing because it sounds so stupid that these guys literally passed away over utter stupidity. That's the problem. And there is nothing. Let's say black women did everything right in the community. What are the men going to do about these guys? They're still out there.
These men, they forgot about these kids in these computers. Their father forgot about them. And then now that testosterone done kicked in, their mamas can't handle them. And they run out in these streets. And once people get educated or whatever, they forget to come back. They don't come back. So a lot of them thinking they're educated, but they really drop the ball. So now the community is infested with these type of young men. But they have no one to turn to, and they're causing havoc. There's nobody to check them. There's nobody to put them in their place. And no, I don't mean as them being big. I mean, as far as when they being young, when you could check them. So then
Right.
we never got hold of them. So now them thugs out there got hold of them. Or the people who say, "Oh, shorty, I got you. Don't worry about it." And then, so now they feel like, oh, well, then you start them off slowly. Then hold this bag for me, or go take this. Oh, you did good, kid. And then it progresses. But a lot of these young men are very mentally ill, and nobody's checking. They too busy trying to fix a grown woman who can make their own choices rather than to fix these young men. And they think because they moved out of the community that is not going to affect them. So I blame them, because you can sit there all these years, countless hours, countless time, all this money that you make off us black women talking about us. You didn't put no money into the same young men that's going to take your place. Because depending on how old you are, it's their time. It's going to be their time. This world is going to be theirs. And you have not even invested in the young black boy. But you too busy making all this money off talking about black women all day that they are still destroying communities. Because what are you doing with that money?
But you know what? It's all about, see, older black men set up, like these adult and older black men set up black boys to fail purposely because they're demonic and evil, like I said before.
Mhm.
But they purposely these I try to explain to these young women and try to explain to these mammies that you cannot, if you're going, do not have a boy child if you're going to be a single mother. A lot of single mothers have succeeded, but it's going to be a huge chance that like DJ said, Men do not listen to women. He's going to seek structure. He's going to seek that male validation. That's what men look up to other men. They don't look up to women. So he's going to go out there. He don't have any male figure in his household. He's going to go out there on the street and he's going to want acceptance by these thugs and these ain't shit nignogs that's going to lead him astray because they're in competition with him anyway over vagina. Because look at Kevin Samuels. Like he wanted to get 19-year-olds. He wanted to be a high value man so he could get 19-year-olds. So he wants to take the women of your generation. He's in competition with you, and he don't mean you no good, and he hates black women. So they purposely lead these guys to their destruction, and it's demonic and it's evil.
Yeah, 100% correct.
I'm going to play a little bit more. Here we go.
But guess what? Daquan misses. And in this particular event, Daquan tries this drive-by shooting in unincorporated Polk County, and immediately we assign our detectives, who are just the very best, and our gang unit, and the search is on. Our gang unit does some remarkable investigative work, and so they get on to Daquan Carey. And they know he's armed. He always carries a gun. We know that he had this AK-47 handgun. And we want to give you a picture of what happens. People look down this gun anytime Daquan's around because he's a very, very dangerous person. So there's a road called Mahogany Run over in the Cypress Gardens area. And our gang detectives, while on surveillance, see Daquan. And at that point in time, they go to arrest him. And Daquan does what Daquan does. He resists. And they had to fight him down. They got him handcuffed last night. And in his right front pocket was a 9mm handgun. We're fortunate that he didn't try to pull that handgun on our deputies. Daquan's fortunate that he didn't pull that handgun on our deputies. If he had of, we would have shot him to pieces because we know he's very dangerous. We suspected he had a gun, but fortunately for us, but more fortunately for him, he didn't try to pull that gun on us, but he had it when we were fighting him down. He's locked up right now. Okay, here's what I want to tell the community. Daquan is locked up. He's not going anyplace. He's charged with attempted first-degree murder. He's charged with a drive-by shooting and shooting into an occupied vehicle. He shot into the girlfriend's car. As a result of the drive-by, obviously, Burgess wasn't hit. But now come forward and help the Winter Haven Police Department identify and deal with these 5 or other 4 folks that are remaining from this attack inside of Publix during the middle of the afternoon when people are trying to shop. The police department needs your help. We're a little
Peter, can I ask a question?
Sure can.
The comment, it was right before this one. I didn't see it. I'm not on my YouTube thing. He
Which
said
one?
that black men, if I wonder, black men have gotten worse. Yeah, okay, since black men had gotten worse after desegregation, I wonder how the black community would have been if we were still segregated. So you're telling me that I don't think that segregation has anything to do with it. There were more stricter laws. Black people were more scared because, you know, like racism was able to run freely back then. But I don't, how do you feel? Anybody feel like segregation had anything to do with it?
That's actually a decent question. Anybody from the panel, feel free to answer.
Well, kinda and kinda not. You know, I remember hearing a black man say that before, that he think that segregation was the worst thing to happen to the black race.
I
Yeah.
don't.
Desegregation. I didn't hear you.
Oh, he said desegregation.
I was about to say, you mean the segregation or I'm confused right there.
No, he was saying that you know, desegregation. Am I saying it right? Yeah, he was saying that. No, he was. I've talked to a black man who was saying that once we integrated with other races, that's when we fell apart.
I agree with that. Because
How is that possible though? Because what you telling me that somehow white vagina made black men act ape-ish crazy or act like
Well,
Bill
I would.
monkeys? I don't know.
They were, you know, seeking white women for a very long time. Okay, and in fact, in 1888. And I saw this one time on Cynthia G's show. So, and she pulled it up where they had made a law. They had to make a law in 1888, which was just right before the, you know, close to freedom. They had to make a law, literally, and I got that saved on my my phone too. I took a screenshot of it, and I looked it up. You know, but anyway, it was a law made to force black men to marry their own women or go to prison.
Oh
So-
wow.
I think if we were still segregated, remember, we it would never have worked because we're living in the United States of America. We was going to get desegregated regardless. But I think at that time, you're only person you stuck with is us. It wouldn't be no passport brothers. Well, we could just go and do what we want to do. Like a lot of things they would not be able to do because you only have us now. So there is no more, you know, we wouldn't have to look like the European woman. We wouldn't have to get
Mhm.
because you have to now be with us. You have to now take care of your kids, even if you do sit up there and stray. Because even when it was segregated, they were straying, but a lot of the disrespect they would not be able to do because they would not be allowed in the other communities.
Yeah, but okay, so soon as they got their freedom, so the movie Birth of a Nation was actually an accurate I got tongue tied depiction of like, so black men were holding their head down waiting for the
Yes.
day of integration so that they could be with Caucasian women of non-color.
Well, they held their head down because if they looked at a Caucasian woman, white men they was being hung for just looking at a white woman. So they had to walk with their heads. A lot of older people walk with their heads down because of that reason. So again, to make sure that a white man cannot say, "Hey, you looking at my snow bunny," they walk with their heads down and they turned the other way. But that wasn't so they wanted to get with them.
And that was because they knew that there was an attraction there, like it's today. I'm in California. I call this is like Becky Land. It really is, you know. And I talk to other black women that I meet along my way, people who lived here for a long time.
Attraction, that was just another way to hang a black man. They a lot of them. So Aaron Smith wasn't attracted to no Caucasian woman. He was just a young boy minding his business, and look what they did to him. He was only a young.
That was a ritualistic. I'm not even gonna go into that, but I think that was a ritualistic thing.
But it still happened to a lot of young boys and men. They could not look at them. So I'm not going to say that's because they had the attraction to the white woman. These were boys too, these young boys.
Well, no, some of them do. Do you know I got kicked?
I just think that I don't think it's because of the attraction. I'm not saying that attraction could go both ways. They was attracted to us. They just took us. So they was attracted to black people, period, and white people were just attracted to us, period. So that could go either way. As far as with the head being down, is because, and that could be of any age of a male, because they were being hung because they think that they wanted their women. But again, if it was just men, that's one thing. But these were all boys.
Well, it was true, wasn't it? I didn't mean to interrupt you, but that was the case. That's all that now that they got like access to other groups of women, they're going ape-ish crazy. Like if that's all they think about. Like, you know, they can't
That's what I agree. If
it wasn't true.
separated, that's why I believe if we stayed separated, that it would be less issues with the black unit. Would be that with the desegregation, they were able to do well. It took time. It still built up because before it had to be a law for even a white man and a white woman and a black man to even get married. So that was like an outcast too. They had to work.
So you would rather that, like Dennis Sperlin said, that the reason why the black man suffered for so long having only to date black women, but now that black men have access, like the passport bros and to women of other cultures, now black women want to keep them there. Like, so you're saying that you'd rather them have blue ball and not get the woman that they desire, and then like have so much resentment for you.
Man, one second.
You'd rather force someone
Wait,
to
hold on, Ellen. Hold on. Let her reply.
Say I said anything. I said what I said. I didn't say what you said. Now you could ask me a question, but please don't say I didn't say that. I didn't say I agree with anybody. I said what I don't twist no words. If you want to ask me a question, that is fine. But please don't say I said what I didn't say that.
Okay, so I apologize. So I just wanted to know, the question was like, wouldn't it be better like if they lived their lives and be with the woman that they wanted to be instead of being forced to be with black? Like I wouldn't want to be with a man who did not desire me and who didn't like wanted me and only like that lusted after another woman. I wouldn't feel comfortable. I couldn't get along with that man. I couldn't even be with him sexually. So wouldn't it, why would black women want that? Wouldn't they want for the men to just go ahead and be free? Just cut them, let them go. Like, that's what I think. Because the truth of the matter is that black men scream to the top of their lungs on social media that they do not feel as though black women are their preference. Like, they put white women on a pedestal and women of other cultures on a pedestal before they're telling you. But I don't understand why black women aren't believing them. If a man is straight out telling you how he feels, black women are just saying that, oh, well, he doesn't really feel that way, or he's been brainwashed, or that's not how he really feels. But he's sitting out here telling you, he's trying to tell black women. I mean, at this point, I do commend the men who are not bashing black women, but are telling black women, look, I prefer white women, or I prefer Latina women. I don't want to, I don't think black women are attractive. Like the vast majority of them have a preference for white skin, like Cynthia G said.
They can do whatever they can do whatever they want to do. Well, I'm just speaking upon the question that was asked. He went past the question, but far as they have always snuck to be with white women anyway. So, and they've been saying that anyway. They can go and anybody can go where they want to go.
And that would be dangerous. That would be dangerous for black women. If they ever try to force, when the abortion rights and all the rights was, still being stripped away from people was happening. And everybody was like, oh my God, what if they come for the, interracial marriage? And and I remember Cynthia G talking about the same thing too. Like, oh no, y'all better let them go. Because could you imagine how much more the black femicide rate would rise if they?
Oh, God, yeah. Now that makes sense.
What I'm suggesting, see, when I say that we should have stayed segregated. I'm not just thinking of a man and a woman. I mean, that goes to our money and everything. Because now we are slaves to the system when we had everything we asking for from the other man, we already had ourselves. So this is not just so a black man can stay with us. We had ownership when we was segregated. We had our own basketball teams, our own football teams, our own stores. We had everything that we're asking for now, and we're fighting. We had our own Wall Street. We were doing very good when we were segregated, and we did work together. So yes, I'm saying that it did mess us up. We had our own banks.
But that's not where black. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We had our own property. We had our own land. So when I mean we had ownership when we were segregated, we had our own schools where we was teaching our own kids. But no, we sent our kids out there because we wanted to put them into the Caucasian school. So everything that we fought for, we had already. But we gave up all of our ownership to be desegregated, and now we're still fighting today, and they still own us when we had our own ownership.
Well, ma'am, may I disagree with you on one particular point?
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to say, so like you had brought up about the schools and things. Mm-hmm. Well, you do understand that during segregation, black schools were not being properly funded. Like, you know, the black community was not being properly funded at all. We weren't getting the tax dollars. You know, the Supreme Court case Brown versus Topeka, Kansas, School Board of Topeka, Kansas. It proved that. That's when the Supreme Court began to slowly repeal segregation. You know, so we tried the experiment of segregation. It just didn't work because things were not necessarily equal. Even though Plessy v. Ferguson said separate but equal, what we found out was it wasn't really equal.
How long was it? They already had a school system. We didn't, right? So once we got our own schools, how long did we have our own schools?
Probably since, I would say from probably, let's call it 1900, thereabouts.
So how many years did we have our own schools?
Let's call it, let's see, segregation ended 1964, so let's call it 64 years.
So
roughly.
We had our own schools for 64 years.
Roughly, yes.
All right, so I don't know the date that we got our own school, but they already had a school system. So did we bail too fast? Yeah, if we are the teachers, even though we're not getting the tax dollars, at least we're able to teach our kids ourselves, our own history, our own. We could teach them ourselves. We bailed. A lot of things, of course, it's not going to be like the Caucasian, but we bailed. We gave up ownership. And then we took our intellect and sold it to them. Mm-hmm. All our intellectual property we gave to them. Just like it was it was two different baskets. We all wanted to go to the NBA. Nobody wanted to stay with the ABA. Again, you didn't give it a chance to grow. Now they own us. We want so much more. We had our own. At least we had ownership. That's priceless. You could do what you want. You can't do what you want if there are the teachers, and now you got to read their books.
Can I just say something? I don't know if you were done, but
I'm done.
I just want to say that, look, you have to take into consideration that it was black men, and I'm not even blaming, I'm just saying what happened. Black men who led the Martin Luther King, he wanted integration. You know, it was a black men that led the march for integration. They wanted to integrate because, I'm sorry, but they wanted access to white women. I can't make this stuff up. They did not. Whether we were doing good in segregation from what history says, you know, we had our own schools and we were making a lot of money and everything, but the money was going back in our community. But the black men, they couldn't contain it anymore. They were getting so sexually, so much of a sexual rise, you know, just imagining being with a white woman. They couldn't take it. They was like, oh my God, I can't take it. I have to be with my Becky. And they were the ones that did the integration thing. Like they messed it. You can't, you know, it's not black women's fault. Black women love black men so much. They were happy. They were
Ma'am,
just delusional.
just because Martin Luther King is the face, he did not lead it and he did not start it. That would be the black woman. He
Black
just
woman wanted to be integrated.
no. We led the march for the rights, for our rights. Remember, he only came along because of the woman before Coretta Scott King. I mean, before oh goodness, the lady who
The bus,
oh God, Rosa Parks.
yeah, Rosa Parks.
Okay, so everything that was led was usually because the black woman got sick and tired. So we always led it. He was the face, and like he said, he led us into a burning building, which he did. He admitted that that's his last speech was, I led my people into a burning building. But all the things that all the rights that we received, that was not because of the black man. That's because the black woman got tired and we changed it. So I will agree with you is they pushed it. So I'm not going to say just because they wanted the white woman. I'm not going to just say that. Maybe because they wanted to be white, they wanted to be white themselves and they wanted to be with them and be around them.
If you look at most celebrities, like we could name so many, you know, James Brown, I met his last white Caucasian wife in Vegas when I lived in Vegas 3 years ago. His last white wife, excuse me. And we had a discussion, but he had one black wife out of his whole career. And he left that black wife and black child nothing. Absolutely nothing. And we could name so many more that's done the same. So I'm trying to figure out how you getting that they don't want white women.
I never said that. I agree with that.
Well, the thing is, I highly doubt the civil rights movement was about, you know, black men trying to get with white women. Like you mentioned, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. You know, It
was. He didn't even want a black wife.
No. He was married to a black woman. So how can you say he wanted
he had an affair with a white woman?
I'm sorry,
he
what?
wanted to be with that white woman. He had a sexual relationship with a white woman. And also Rosa Parks did not start she just
before the woman, it was a woman before her, but it was still a woman. I specifically said was a woman before her. Everything gets sick and change stuff. That's how good
what was this white woman's name that Dr. King allegedly?
He was cheating with white women.
Yes, he was.
Okay, but
yes, he was.
Do you have a name?
I mean, I can't. You're gonna have to look it up. But I don't know the name. I have to look it up.
We don't want to know Becky's name. We don't need to know your.
I want to say from Rosa Parks. I just want to say this, and that's it. Rosa Parks did not start the civil rights.
Everybody, can you guys hear me?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna move forward. We're gonna move forward. I'll put that on the same list with the other thing. I'm taking those down on what it is. I just want to try to keep us at least within the theme of the video, so that when somebody watches the video, they're like, "What's this about?" You know, you see what I'm saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here we go. I'm going to start this up. Here we go. This is, the title of the live stream is "Positive Black Men and the Black Male Community That Ignores or Hates Them." So this is the positive black man right here. Here we go.
Fellas, so cute. Late night chilling. He's so precious. Gosh, he's so beautiful. Yeah. When? Hi, baby. Hanging out with daddy.
Hey, what's up, mama?
What's up, baby?
You gonna feed me? That's what's up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You about to feed me? That's what's up.
Hey, you guys.
I need to have more of these little.
Okay, sit down. Let's start the video right now. Look at
Let me
this.
pause that right there. All right. So really the question is this, that's Russell Wilson if you don't already know. I need to know why, though I might know why, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Why does the black male community hate this guy so much?
Because of this right here. Because of that right there, DJ Torch. That's why, damn it. I'm sorry, I had to.
I don't know, but he's cute for a black guy. He is. I ain't gonna lie, he's handsome.
The other baby, the new one, they had a little girl, looks just like him. Pretty little girl. I forgot the name though.
Okay, let me go ahead and play a little bit more. Here we go.
She over here sitting on this dang chair. Nice, expensive chair too, first of all.
Russell Wilson and his wife Ciara recently had something to celebrate despite this global pandemic. Last month, they welcomed another baby into the world.
Happy birthday, dear Win. Happy birthday to you.
Aside from that, they can celebrate the gorgeous properties they call home too. Their main mansion is located in Bellevue, Washington, but they also have a place in San Diego. Little is known about the couple's California home, but we'll talk about what we do know and look at their main spot in Washington. We even found some of the listings.
Top player in the league, Russell Wilson. And I don't think it's close.
Russell Wilson is an American football quarterback for the
He's
Seattle
3 years old, but he's on a different team, but still.
Seahawks of the NFL. He originally played both college football and baseball, but come 2012, he was drafted by the NFL and ended up having a successful debut season, even being named Pepsi NFL Rookie of the Year. He holds the record for most wins by an NFL quarterback through 7 seasons, and last year Wilson signed a 4-year, $140 million contract extension with the Seahawks, which means at the time he was the highest paid player in the NFL. His wife Ciara, who he married in 2016, is famous in her own right. Ciara Wilson is a singer, songwriter, dancer, and model who experienced a ton of success in the early 2000s with her debut album Goodies. I mean, my generation, we love that album. As of 2015, she sold over 23 million records worldwide. Not to mention, Ciara is a mother of 3 and 2 of her children are with Russell. At the moment, Russell's estimated net worth is at about 135 million, while Ciara's is at 20 million, so the couple is doing well to say the least.
Wait a minute, I thought she was for the streets. I thought she just, they made her sound like she was flat broke.
That's why they mad, because when he had that Caucasian woman first, and then, they got really mad because he ended up being with the black woman and giving her everything he's supposed to give her and treating her and providing for her, but they mad that that white woman didn't get it, because usually the white woman they get it, so they mad at that.
That's true. They just don't want to see. They mad at him because he's making a black woman happy, and a lot of these guys, jealousy is a feminine trait. Okay, a lot of these guys are in the closet, so they probably have their teens probably get hard just looking at Russell Williams. So they're they got all this estrogen running up through them. So they're a mess. Like, black men are a mess. Like, please do selective breeding, y'all.
Because he was the same man when he was dating the white woman. He was exactly the same man. So why did they like him then? When he was treating her good and all this other stuff, they wasn't mad at him then until if he would have went with another Caucasian woman, and then it would have been, oh, he found somebody even more nice. But then, being that he went back to the black woman, then a woman that had a baby by one of their favorite black artists, they're really upset. But he's the same man before Ciara. Y'all was loving him then when he was the Caucasian woman.
You know what? Because he's a real man, and he, I doubt he cares what these Dusty's degenerate
Man, he-
manosphere guys think.
He good with them subliminals, honey. Russell get back at you, but he can do it subliminally. He's very got give him a little props. Like, I ain't gonna argue with you, but I'm gonna walk with your son. I said, come on, son. Oh, he gonna have my jersey on, right? And then Russell gets you back in his own little ways, but he don't have no time for these people.
Wait, I think I want to get on Darnell's nerves. Go Seahawks. Go Seahawks. Go Seahawks. Go Seahawks. They watch. They're gonna give it. They're gonna give it to the Niners on the last game. Have they played both games yet?
No, yeah, that series over. The Niners already beat the Seahawks twice.
Yeah, it was all luck. You know, it was all luck.
Wait, I'm sorry. I know that.
Darnell, look, Darnell, look. My father had season tickets for 20 years.
Yep.
Okay.
I remember you putting in that. Yep.
Yeah. So I've been to Candlestick. I was there to Candlestick Park, and to me, nothing compares to it. Nothing compared. It was just the vibe was all there. Even when we went through the Alex Smith years. Remember those years where we were taking L's?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at this man's house.
Oh my God, those is
Wait. Okay, let me get
goals.
Look at that. See, he's just treating a black woman too good. That's the problem.
I love the look of plants.
You know, well, let me look at this. Look at that place. He's just treating a black woman too good. That's what I'm going. That's my observation. He's treating a black woman too damn good for his own good, and the black male community can't stand it. I guarantee you, he probably doesn't have no kind of prenup either. Look at that place. Look at this. Let me go further. He's out pregnant. Oh, how cute. Look at that place. He's on a lake. Man, I'm jealous. I have to admit, I'm jealous. That's the entrance. It looks like a freaking church. Anyway, let me calm down. Anybody want to say?
Wait, that's his house?
Yeah.
That's his freaking house.
Oh my God, it's
their house.
That's like a dream.
That's called when you have real money.
That's like something out of a dream.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what are they gonna do? Like, to tell you the truth, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna take him out or something? I mean, clearly he's happy with his wife and his child. Why are they so mad because she's black? I mean, God, are black men that much haters?
Mm-hmm.
But let me give you. Let's go back. Let's see how Jonathan Majors is faring out with his
Oh my
queen.
God, don't make me laugh again. I'm still laughing from yesterday. I'm still laughing from yesterday. Like, ooh, you thought you had me, right?
What?
I've never. She chased the man 2 blocks. Like, she should be in the Olympics right now. How does she keep up with that man in the shoe?
Go, John, go, John.
Oh, man.
Right.
She's like, please, no, hit me here. No, come back.
She's still running.
Oh, that's what I said. She should be in the Olympics.
Then he turned around and got himself a black woman.
Again, as you.
No, she chased him like 2 miles.
Go, John. Go run, John. John, run. John, run. She's like I ain't having it. I'm going after him. Break it down, New Diamond.
No, I was gonna say I was just laughing. I was just saying, these are the ones that want submission from black women.
Yeah.
That run from white women.
I think you said I think I put up with the black woman We ain't never had no men running like we. You can say what you want. We ain't never had y'all like that.
Look at that.
Oh man. Ooh.
He's running, going, damn that red pill bullshit. Got me in trouble again.
I never seen an abused woman run to it.
It's like,
come back here. I'm your goddess.
Well, I did chase my ex down the street one time too, in bedroom too. So
She just got abused. That's a whole different story. Don't connect yourself with Snow Bunny.
yeah, no, yeah, because no, he hit me. He put his hands on me, and so.
She's a runner. She's a track star.
I'm surprised she didn't get ran over. That's in New York.
I
They
don't know
crazy
where that
drivers.
is.
Yeah, that's New York. And he's like, oh, thought you had me, right? That.
Let me play it to some music. Here we go.
Oh, God.
I'm going to play it to some music. Let me play it from the beginning, though.
Like, skirt. Thought you had me, right?
Here we go. That's the vibe right there. All right, there we go, there we go, there we go. Oh, run, John. All right.
Wow.
Okay, let's leave out there. Let's go back to Russell. Okay, let's go back to Russell. Okay. So that's the funny thing is Caucasian people love themselves some Russell Wilson. Black men can't stand him. It's the weirdest thing you've ever seen.
Yeah, they also used to like O.J. Simpson too.
well, Russell. I mean, they stopped liking O.J. after he did what he did, though.
Yeah.
But they love themselves some Russell.
He captioned the clip saying, "All these years you've never asked me for anything."
Wait, let me
His
see.
mom Tammy opening her Mother's Day present.
Ryan.
Russell's mom. I think Russell definitely won.
You doing your homework?
And this Mother's Day post with the fancy bedroom setup and the jacuzzi.
Happy Mother's Day.
And before you think the couple only treats themselves to lavish homes, last year they bought a property for someone close to them, Russell's mom. I think Russell definitely won Mother's Day.
Key to your house. It's the key to your house.
Well, I thought he was mixed race.
No, he's not. He's black.
Ryan.
The quarterback posted that heartfelt video to his Instagram showing his mom, Tammy, opening her Mother's Day present, a brand new house. He captioned the clip saying, "All these years you've never asked me for anything. Only thing you ever wanted for me to love. Well, thanks for loving us the way you do. This one's for you. I love you, Mama. Happy Mother's Day.
Aw.
God is good." In the clips, Tammy looks in disbelief as Russell hands her the keys to the house and casually says, "It's your house, open the door." You can just tell how stunned she was looking around at the family and friends gathered around with him, like Sierra as well as their daughter Sienna and more. Tammy thought it was a joke, but Russell was more than serious, and I gotta say that's a pretty sweet surprise. While it's unclear where Tammy's gorgeous home is located or what the details are on it, I'd assume it might be close to the Wilsons' home in Washington. If you guys know, be sure to let me know down in the comments. So now we've taken a look at where power couple Russell Wilson and Sierra call home, like their main family mansion up on Lake Washington.
Holy moly. He's
Oh my God.
yeah, best Indiana mom, best son ever. I
Those are
mean,
goals right there. Financial goals.
Well, from a good man. You don't want that
Man.
from a good man.
Oh, I'm already married, so
You said okay. So we went through. We showed John. You know, we showed a little bit of the John the what should I call it?
She said, "We'll never see that waiting on a black man." Well, he
Yeah,
is.
poor John. See, this is what John's going through.
Oh Lordy.
Yeah. And really, this is what Russell's going through. You know.
You did that. I like how you did that.
I just want to make a point at the end, you know.
That was
I just
smooth.
want to make a point.
This is what John is going through. This is what Russ is going through. Good one. Good one.
But you know
So
what, DJ?
Any last words for anybody?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that if black women, if you can find a good black man like Russell Wilson, then yes, I'm saying go, please just go for it if you can. But I mean, the only reason I'm for divestment, I want black women to open their options. You know, I just want them to open their options because there's not enough good black men out there that's like Russell Wilson. So that's what I was saying. But if you can find a man that's like him, that's black, then yes. But I just feel like you should be open while you're looking for that good black man to come to you. You know, I just want every black woman to be happy like myself. That I just want them to open their options.
And black woman, if you can make the money yourself, you cannot be bought with them at all. And if you have a dream, you go for it. We make money too. If you got any dreams of owning your own business and making your own money, you can do it yourself too. You don't have to settle for having a man, divestment, or anything. And if you're going to choose a man, then choose one like us. But do know that you can do it too. You don't have to go to any man to be happy. Make yourself happy, love yourself, start investing in yourself and your dreams and the things that you want to do.
Bars.
Yeah, but I feel like women need a mate also. Like I mean, it's good to have a mate.
Listen, you can have it all. You can have it all, but let it be known that you have a choice. You can. Some women can do it. Do not set aside your dreams because you need a mate. If you get a mate, long as you're still able, just like Ciara is still able to do her. You know, she's still able to make her videos, keep her job, and do not stop what you want to do for no man. And when you get to where you want to be and you get a man on your level, and if he's a good man, then you get a good man. But don't do you first.
Darnell?
I'll be honest with you. I kind of was absent on a majority of the video, so I'm going to have to be quiet on this one.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Yeah, I'm too far behind. Sorry.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna kick the outro in again if you guys don't mind. Here we go. Wait, where's the beat? Where's the beat? Oh wait.
Hey, Ellen Ripley, would you mind staying on after DJ Torch ends the live?
Yes, see mines.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, no problem. No problem.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming through.
I liked it.
I like it too. New Diamond made it.
New Diamond made it?
Yeah, New Diamond kicked it. She put it together.
I think it's New Diamond. I love it. Is that her singing?
Yeah, that's her singing.
Oh
yeah.
my Lord.
Yeah,
Hey,
she got it going on.
Yeah,
I'd like to kick out something. You know.
I love it.
Yeah. Bishop Newtown in the house. New Diamond in the house. There's Fancy in the house. Mistress Newbie in the house.
Love it.
Darnell on the stage. Chicken Love on the stage. T in the house. Indiana Mom. Mistress Newbie.
What did she got a vocal on her?
Yeah, that vocal. Ooh,
She
Yeah,
got a
we gotta kick it.
vocal on her.
Kick it.
that
Break it down
vocal.
one more time. Come on.
Ooh.
Here we go. All right. Who else was in the mix up in here? Miss RV. Eric Felton. Why is seeking knowledge? Yeah, I've got a groove to it, huh?
Man, I love it.
You hear that vocal at the end? They go,
One more time.
Shout, change my
In the house.
short so I can take the song.
Grace is here. Mark Babin. LBL West. Oh, Ellen Ripley. The Rock Girl. Spice is nice. All right, everybody. One more time. One more time. Here we go. One more time. Here we go. Spicy Black Tina. Legs for Life was in the house. I appreciate everybody coming through and spending time. I know there's so many places to go. So I really do appreciate your time. All right, everybody. We out. We are